We are nearing the end of Dark Souls 1, and the last few bosses are getting very good. From their designs to their mechanics, these last bosses are pretty great bosses in my opinion. I hope your day is going wonderfully, and I hope it continues to do so. Without wasting any more time, let's begin. The first area we will be exploring is the Tomb of the Giants. I did get the Sunlight Maggot earlier to make going through this area a bit easier. I saw Patches and he accused me of being a cleric. He told me that there was treasure in the pit, which he proceeded to kick me down the hole like a Spartan, and I picked up some goodies. I wasn't the only one down here, as there was another hollow down here too. Some more hollows fought me 2-on-1, but the first one fell pretty quickly, and the second one shared the same fate. After dealing with that rabbit hole, I talked to Patches again, who was sorry for what he did. Being the kind person I was, I forgave him and moved along. I was being chased by a skeleton dog and shot by an archer. These enemies didn't matter as I fell off and died. You'll be seeing this a lot in this video. I actually made the fall to this platform and went to see Pinwheel. You were in another video, weren't you? Well, nevertheless, I'm glad to see him once again. I also saw skeleton babies here too. There were a lot of babies here, and I was wondering if this was the daycare part of this location. After meeting up with Pinwheel and the babies, we get to the first boss, Grave Lord Nito. This boss has to have one of the coolest designs in any video game. However, not only did I take fall damage, but I also got hit by one of his moves. He did have skeletons to help him out. This didn't really work as there was friendly fire in here too. As for Neo himself, he was really easy to defeat. This explosion attack was very blockable, and when I was right in front of him, his attacks missed most of the time. It sucks that this fight was very easy, as I did enjoy this fight very much. I had to defeat him, and we go back to Firelink Shrine and do the dead giant dad meme for fun. I did buy the Mask of the Child from Patches, which was very neato. We warped to Anor Londo to get to the next area, the Duke's Archives. However, there were two fang boars blocking the way to get there. Here's a tip: never run head on to a charging boar, or any animal for that matter. We finally make it, and these enemies weren't too bad, as it only took 3 hits to defeat one, and found a pretty nice view. I found another mimic and went up the elevator to find a crystal knight who stood very little chance. We go to the next boss, which was Seif the Scaleless. Just like my character's intelligence level, I was pretty stupid for hitting an immortal boss with an unupgraded weapon. The point of this encounter is to die by Seif to progress. However, I put on the rare ring of sacrifice so I don't lose my souls. I let Seif kill me, and I was somewhere different. It took me a moment to notice that the snake enemy here dropped the key to get out of the cell, and I was greeted with some music. Even with the music turned all the way down, this still played. After seeing this pointless door for now, some snake enemies climbed the ladder, and I had to keep my shield up. And when I got down, these snail-like enemies wanted me dead. I kindled at this bonfire, and when the snake enemies went back, one of them had their priorities set straight, completely ignoring me like I didn't exist. This game's AI can be very funny sometimes, but what wasn't funny is getting grabbed by snails. I turned off the music and grabbed the key to get out of here. Also, I have a question. What do you think the SS Flask tastes like? Is it like an orange soda drink like Fanta? Or an orange drink like Gatorade? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and maybe while you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel. It will ensure you won't miss anything posted here and helps me out a lot. After that mess, I found myself back in Raya Lucaria, as these enemies loved their magic, and I did die to this channeler. I got back as fast as I did earlier, and the channeler started to dance. All I'm going to say is that I hope he had a fun time dancing. I found another bonfire, which was the third one in this area, and proceeded to have the slightest idea as to where to go. Luckily, I found a wheel on the stairs, which did help, and soon after found myself against the second channeler. I guess this one doesn't like dancing. I opened this shortcut and kindled here too. I went to Crystal Cave just to fall off twice. I did figure out that you have to walk on invisible pathways to progress, but I did fall one more time in this area and found myself fighting clams. Walk-in clams. I triggered the cutscene for the rematch against Seif. Since Seif is immortal, I have to break this crystal, which allows me to hit him. I could also tell you that the first 3 attempts ended in the same way, as I thought this was a DPS race and I got cursed. While cursed, I only had half my health. I thought this game didn't have a health penalty, but here we are. Remember the Persian stones from the last video? Well, I bought some and proceeded to die again to see, but realized that I have to run to the start of the arena when he does that. So that's what I did. And the result? I defeated him. Sif definitely had me there for a moment, but that doesn't matter. I looked at the 4 souls before putting them in the Lord's vessel, and to reach the final area, Kiln of the First Flame. There were some Black Knights along the way, and they did drop their weapons and gear. This knight and I fell for the last time before getting that halberd everyone and their mothers loves, before meeting the final boss, Quinn. This guy was cool as well, but he has a lot of health and never allows you to heal. Since he kept repeating the same move, I decided to parry him. However, I didn't kill him with a parry and defeated him normally. I linked the fire, and I can say we beat Dark Souls 1. I know I didn't do the DLC, but I have an idea for a video where I do all of the Souls DLC in one video. I don't have Dark Souls 3, but I can do this video idea with the Souls games I do have. If you thought this was the last video for Dark Souls 1, then you're kind of wrong. Let's talk about Dark Souls 1 in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. It's a small action, but makes a big difference so others may see it. And if you miss some of the parts of this game or want to watch them again, there is a playlist for you to check out. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful and safe day.